Sasbadi Berhad is a Malaysian-based investment holding company. The company is an education solution provider. The company also engaged in the content creations and print publishing activities. The company is a publisher of educational materials, undertaking print publishing focusing on primary and secondary school educations. Its segments include print publishing, which is divided into academic print publishings, focusing on both national and national type Chinese schools, and also early childhood education, and non-academic print publishing, which is include comics books, novel, dictionary, and other general titles, digital solutions and network marketing, and applied learning products and STEMs education services. Liam King Hui is a managing director of the Sasbadi Holding Group and was appointed to the board on 7 May 2013. His responsibility in this company as a decision maker was to allocate resources to segment and to assess their performance, assign resources to segments and evaluate their performance. Operational segments are generated in accordance with the internal reporting that is sent to the group managing director, who serves as the organization's main operating decision maker.
Now I will explain about the type of segment. Sasbadi Holding using a business segment which consists of 4 operating segments. The operating segment is print publishing, digital solution and network marketing, LLP and STEM education, and corporate. According to FAR570, the company needs to test 10% threshold to determine the reportable segment. The method that can be used is revenue, profit, or asset test. So, in this slide, I use the revenue test. The method to calculate is total revenue of operating segment divided by total revenue of all operating segment. Example to calculate the print publishing operating segment, 64705 million divided by 76275 million and multiplied by 100 equals to 84.83%. Since it is more than 10%, therefore it is reportable segment. Same method used for all the operating segment, and as you can see, all of them is less than 10%, therefore it is non-reportable segment. Next, 75% rule. The competition is total external revenue reportable segment divided by total external revenue of all operating segment. As the calculation I show here, it is more than 75%. Therefore, it needs to be disclosed in the report. Now, I will elaborate about the company's performance. Firstly, trend, increase of revenue compared to the previous year. Sasbadi recorded revenue of 69034 million in 2022 compared to 2021, which is 62902 million. This represents an increase of 6132 million, which is mainly attributed to print publishing division. Next is trend. Demand for the educational product remains robust. Sasbadi has a loyal customer, which are students and teachers, who continue to place their trust in Sasbadi and demand their educational product, even though nowadays all educational materials can be digitalized. It can be seen from the revenue of print network publishing is the highest compared to the other operating segment, which is 64705 million. Next, weakness. One of the operating segment is suffering loss. Digital solution and network marketing is suffering loss amount of 63 million in 2022 compared to 2021, which have a profit amount of 295 million. Next, opportunity. Sasbadi remained ahead of the competitors by developing new technology to produce digital education solution. Sasbadi has been developing new technology to produce quality digital education solutions that are effective, scalable, and cost-effective. Since COVID-19, the world has evolved to increase digitalization. As a result, digital education will be helpful and widely used at this time. Hence, with the technology, the company have the opportunity to grow in the market. Company's strategy focus in managing finance costs and taxation efficiently to enhance the profitability.
Part B, Interim Report MFRS134. Sasbadi Holding Berhad is using this script method as their basis of preparation since the company prepared their financial interim report quarterly. The interim financial statements are unaudited and Sasbadi Holding Berhad prepared in accordance with Malaysian Financial Reporting Standard MFRS 134 Interim Financial Reporting issued by MASB and paragraph 9.22 and part A of the appendix 9B of the main marketing listing requirement of Bursa Malaysia Securities Berhad.
Sasbadi Berhad adopt FAR570, which is property, plant and equipment as accounting basis. Item of property, plant and equipment are recognized as an asset if it is probable that the future economic benefit associated with the item will flow to the entity and the cost of item can be measured reliably. The classification of PPE depends on the nature and the use of item, such as building is used for administrative purpose, are classified as building under MFRS 116. Meanwhile, for the machine is used for operation are classified as machinery. In financial statements, PPE is presented separately based on similar nature or use in the entity operations. Item PPE only can be recognized if the company obtains control of the item. Item recognized as PPE shall be measured at its cost. Cost of PPE comprised of purchase price, import duty, non-refundable purchase tax after deducted with discounts and rebates. Any cost directly attributable cost in the bringing the asset to the location in necessary condition to be capable of operating. For example, site preparation, professional fees, and transport costs. Last but not least, any cost incurred related to the initial estimate cost of dismantling and removing the item. Next, depreciations. Depreciation is allocation of depreciable amount of the item of PPE over its estimated useful life. It is measure of consumption of wear and tear of PPE. Depreciation only applicable to the asset that can be depreciated, which is used beyond one accounting period, have a limited useful life, and used in production of goods and services. Sasbadi Holding Berhad adopts straight line method to depreciate the assets, which is cost of asset minus with salvage value of the asset divided by useful life. will be issued be recognized when there is no future economic benefit expected from its use or disposal. Another accounting policy adopted by Sasbadi Holding Berhad is FAR570, which is lease. Lease is a contract or part of contract that conveys to the customer the right to use an asset for a period of time in exchange for considerations. Lease exists when the customer controls the use of identified assets throughout the period of use, which means customer has right to obtain substantially of all the economic benefit from the use of identified assets throughout the periods of use, and customer can direct to the use of identified assets throughout the periods. Identified assets means the asset that can be identified by explicitly, which is specified in the contract, or implicitly specified at the time when the asset is made available use for the customer. However, there is no identified assets when supplier has substantive right to substitute the assets, which means the supplier has practical ability to substitute alternative assets and will benefit economically from it. AC known as customer shall be recognized at right of use assets and lease liability.
Sasbadi Holding Berhad choose to present condensed sets of the financial statement. This is because the interim report prepared by Sasbadi Holding Berhad is quarterly report, which have 4 quarters starting from 1st September 2022 until 31st October 2022. In condensed set, it should include a minimum following components, which are condensed statement of financial position, condensed statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, condensed statement of changes in equity, condensed statement of cash flow, and selected explanatory notes.
I will present about the current and comparative interim period for each statement prepared by Sasbadi Holdings Berhad. First, we take a look at statement of financial position. The current period is ended on 31st August 2022, while the comparative interim period also ended on 31st August. This means both are for the period of 12 months. Next, statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income for the fourth quarter of the current interim is 3 months period starting from 1st June 2022 until 31st August 2022. The fourth quarter for the comparative interim is from 1st June 2021 and ended on 31st August 2021, followed by the current period of the first until fourth quarter is started on 1st September 2021 until 31st August 2022, while the comparative interim from 1st September 2020 and ended 31st August 2021, which is 12-month period. The last two statements are statement of changes in equity and statement of cash flow. Both of the statements are for 12 months period. The current interim period started on 1st September 2021 and ended on 31st August 2022, while comparative interim period from 1st September 2020 until 31st August 2021. Two adjustments that can be made by the interim report. First is the sales revenue. The cost of sales revenue as at 31st August 2022 is 69,134,000. The company managed to secure and sign the sales contract of color printed book with Company A, amounted to 400,000 as at 31st August 2022. This transaction has not taken up to the account. Therefore, for the fourth quarter ended on 31st August 2022, the company should record the credit sales amounting to 400,000 into statement of profit or loss and debited account receivable. Because of that, the sales revenue of the company will increase by 69,134,000 to 69,534,000, and it will increase the profit of the company from 840,000 to 1,240,000.
Therefore, we can see that before adjustment, the sales revenue for the current interim is 69,134,000 ringgit. For comparative is 62,902,000 ringgit. After adjustment, the sales revenue for the current interim is 69,534,000 ringgit and comparative is 63,302,000 ringgit. So, it shows an increment amounting to 400,000 ringgit.
For the next adjustment is regarding property, plant and equipment. Sasbadi Holdings Berhad made an additional renovation of the office costing 24,000 as at 31st August 2022 due to the outdated working space. The age of building were at least 10 years and above. Therefore, for the fourth quarter ended on 31st August 2022, renovations such as replacement tiles and expanding the meeting room costing 24,000 will be recorded in statement of financial position. With an additional renovation, it will impress the investor. Because of that, there will be an increase in the demand of the product. Production increases, increase in sales and profit of the company will increase.
Therefore, we can see that before adjustment, the property, plant and equipment for current interim is 37,231,000 ringgit, while comparative is 38,324,000 ringgit. After the adjustment, the property, plant and equipment for current interim is 37,255,000 ringgit, while the comparative is 38,348,000 ringgit. Thus, it shows an increment up to 24,000 ringgit.